I'm recording now. So there's some practical things about live meetings. There will be a live meeting in Amsterdam, in Wervershoof. It's a Dutch meeting, so that's for the Dutch people or the people who understand Dutch. And it's a Saturday evening, 6th of May. And you can see all the details on my website. And there also will be in English a live weekend. So that will be in Amsterdam. That's for everybody. We're talking English there. And it's the 20 and 21 of May. So you're very welcome, and it would be great to meet you in person. And of course, there will be the residential in Terschelling, the most beautiful place and island, holiday island. And it's in the end of September, 25 till 29. So that would be great too, to meet each other, walk to the beach, sit together. Okay, so this is a meeting about one. There's only one. And when there's me going around with I'm here and I am living my life and I'm relating to other people who are really there, everything seems real and solid. And then suddenly there's hearing this talking, there's no one. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. There's also a possibility to donate for the meetings. And then underneath the Zoom page, there are several ways to do that. But already a lot of people do it, thanks. So this is only one. There's no two. And it seems the only thing there is two, like me and other people. Everything is happening to me when there's feeling or a belief or a feeling like I'm here. Then thoughts seems to happen in your head. Feeling seems to happen in your body. And it seems like the borders are the body. Everything is happening inside that. And then there are other people who are also real and bodies and persons and individuals. And there can be relations and mothers and fathers and children. And when they're saying there's no one, there's no me, there's no you, there's only one. There's no inside, there's no outside, there's no center. It's very literally. This is talking very literally. It's what is seen. So there's only this face. There's nothing inside. There's no Roes. There's no life of Roes without a me, something like that. No, there's no Roes. Not only no Roes, there are no individuals already. And that's very easy and very simple. It doesn't need to be seen. It doesn't need to be understood. There's no need for anything. It's already what is happening. So it doesn't matter if there's a lot of thoughts like, oh, I don't understand this. I don't see it. I don't feel it. Then that's the thought. That's it. Doesn't mean it's the truth. Doesn't mean it has meaning. And if it's feeling like, oh yeah, but for me it has meaning, then that's what's happening. If this can't be it, cannot be it. So that's the joy, that's the freedom. It's everything already. So it's everything. It's moving a hand, it's talking, it's tables. It's not about you or me. It's life. It is. And when there are people, individuals, it seems like we or I am or you are. That's the most important thing. We are busy with that all day, trying to deal with everything what's happening inside. It feels like it's happening inside, and what is this feeling, and how can I deal with that? And oh, I hear it's not neat. Oh, how do I do that? And everything is about you or me. And that's a lot of thinking and going around, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's not wrong. It's also not right, but it's going nowhere. Nothing is going anywhere. There's no time. So there's no before and no after. So there's also no development. In the story, there's all kind of things, because there's a feeling somewhere. There's something gone wrong. There's something not right yet. There's a dissatisfaction. There's something. This can't be it. And how can I find what's really happiness or freedom or whatever is sought for is sought, searched. The search is part of that whole me construct. There's a drive towards something that seems to be the answer. There's looking for an answer. Maybe understanding and knowing is a very strong thing. Seems to be a lot of money or power seems to do that. Maybe working on yourself so there will be more freeing, but it's always about you. And when there's you, then there's subtly or stronger something going on, like this isn't everything. This can't be it. It's so it's endless. It's endless. It will never be found because it's everything. And then when me there hearing this message, or you hear this message, and you say, yeah, but this can't be right. I don't feel good, or it's not satisfying, or that whole structure is the dissatisfaction, that survival system, the color. It colors everything, and everything is just what it is. And there's that me and that construct of trying to survive and feeling I'm here and there's the world, and that because we are so capable of abstracting everything, and it's so convincing, it's so embodied. So it's seen like, no, it can't be this. It has to be something, maybe in understanding or being clear or losing the me. It feels like I'm existing and I can find something that my life will be better one day. Maybe through these meetings, hearing this message. This is not even a message. So when you're saying it's a message, it seems like there's something to get. There's nothing to get. It's amazing that people are listening and there's nothing to get. There's nothing to get because it's already everything. So nowhere to go. It's this. It doesn't mean it's nice or it's free in the way we think about free, like people, like humans. The freedom is that it's everything. There's no rules. There are no rules. This is not about behaving in a certain way, doing the right thing. There's no right thing. There's also no wrong thing. That's attractive. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong. There's also nothing right. It's everything. And there's no you. There's no me. So there's no one. So the whole importance of me, I'm here and I'm doing the right thing, that's lost too. That can be lost too. That's the freedom. That's the freedom, because it's not about Roes or anyone else. It's tabling and sitting and the sun. It's what it is. And there can be still thinking about meaning or thoughts about that, but they don't go anywhere. It doesn't matter if nothing matters. Nothing matters. It's not saying to yourself, because that sometimes when there's saying something in these meetings, people think, oh, that's what I can say to myself. It is what it is, or nothing matters. But that's on top of what's happening, is saying that to yourself. It's a new concept. It's not saying to yourself nothing matters. That's something else. Maybe that's saying in this meeting that nothing matters, but it's not. That's a new concept or a sentence, yet you can say that. Words are not important. It's not about the words. There can be maybe making something clear or losing concepts. But this meeting is not about the words. There's something else going on. It's energetic. I'd say it's a killer. It's a killer of all those beliefs and concepts. Maybe it's not even noticed. It doesn't matter. Life is everything, and it doesn't need to be killed or changed. It's what it is. Then there are beliefs. So life isn't interested in how that's working for you or for me. It's everything. So it's energetic. It's everything. It's new. Everything is neutral. You could say that. Trees, anger. It's what it is. There's no relation. There's no me and you. There's no time. That's amazing, because time, that's the whole thing, and the story is about time and about development and about before and after. I did that to you, so there can be a responsibility or a consequence. When there's no time, there's no before, there's no after, there's this. It's not even now, it's this. And it's when they're saying something like this, then people can find something like, yeah, but it's also that, or something. There's also always an opposite. When they're talking about it, there will be opposites saying, when you're very intelligent, you will find those opposites. It's never accurate. I can't say exactly how it is. It's impossible. There are no words for that. It can be a sense about what is happening, but it can't be grasped. This can't be grasped. It's everything. Everything. That's also, it can be a really like, oh my God, it's everything. That can be a longing that there's nowhere to go, that it's everything already. But it's also a loss of all those beliefs and concepts about you are here and you can find it someday, and someday maybe it will be better. It's a loss of that too. And it's no escape. There's no escape. It's everything already. And no escape means, yes, we were discussing it that like that in yesterday, like there's no escape. So everything is full on. But full on doesn't mean it's whoosh, very strong. It can be subtle and in all kind of ways. It's the way it is. So it can be really subtle or strong, or not only for me, it's everything. So it's also rain. So I can talk about this, and maybe there are questions or something to say or to share. So you can unmute yourself if you want to say something, or you can write something in the chat, or just sitting.
Rose.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Rose. A person said to me, it seems that you have self-pity. And then okay, there was something, you can say, a sensing inside, and this to say, okay, it can be seen like this, but then you can say just this, how to say it, what is it? What in a way, what is it in the body which can be seen as self-pityness, or what's it called? And then for me, it changed into, there's no one who can put a label. For the first, who should put a label on this? But then there can be this, in a way, I feel unsure, I feel whatever, but it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There always seem, when then people say that there's something wrong about that. Self-pity sounds not good or
No,
something like that. So
that's
you
right.
feel like, oh, there's
Yeah,
something wrong. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly,
Yeah. Mm.
exactly.
But it's a name on, maybe there's a sense of something or feeling of something that people see that, and they name it in a certain way. I don't know. Yeah, that you can call it like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's maybe there's a feeling, but it's very complicated saying all that, because there's a label on that, and then what is self? I don't know what. It's something we already think about everything, like, oh, that's that, and that's that, and that's that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's That's what you mean also. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's what it is.
yeah,
Maybe there's a feeling. Okay,
yeah,
can be. Yeah,
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 yeah. And there can be something in it in this way, that there can be a feeling of being what's it called? You are not in the group when you are out of the group. When you put this label on, then I can say, okay, you are not good enough. You can't be a part of. And there's, I
yeah,
really see the story of the me, how it's constantly take things to itself, or whatever, how to describe it. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you feel like I am, because that's so normal to feel like, oh, I am that, or she thinks or he thinks that I'm that. And so there can be like, oh my God, because that feels that it's you're not good enough again. And
Yeah.
that's so embodied feeling like, oh my God. And then, but it's nothing. It's not even, it's just words. But maybe there's a sensation underneath that there's something wrong. So that it's not only the words, there's a feeling of, no, it's not good enough, you're not good, or something like that. That can be a response or not. But there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with anything. But that's so, you can't say that to somebody.
No, no.
That's so strange. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Or you can't say, yeah, what is that? And then there's no discussion. Or there's an opening for talking like this or not.
Yeah.
Most of the time, there's no, yeah, a lot of times there's no opening, and you don't know what to say. When I don't know what to say when people do that. And I don't know, sometimes it's very clear, and sometimes I don't even know what to say. So yeah, then that's what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, it's more funny, because when it don't scares me to death, then then there can be this, okay, what is it, and so on. There's a you can say everything can be talked around something like this.
Yeah, and then it's not taken home,
No,
something
yes,
like that.
yes,
You could
yes.
say
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
and then it's
exactly.
like, oh, just a remark, and just okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's nothing. And sometimes it's boom. Yeah, of course, it can also happen. There's an emotion or a
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Now I die.
yeah. Oh, it's awful. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be there, and then after a while it's gone. Yeah, so what? Then
Yeah.
that's it. Doesn't mean that never will happen again. You don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's
No.
going on. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
But then when there's me, there's trying to be safe. And then that's
Yeah.
everything is you have to do something about it. So you're what you say, or you're in the group, or you're accepted or loved or anything.
Yeah.
That well, I get you. Then you're always busy with that. It's such a contraction, and that but it's so strong. It's not you, but it's so strong, that energy to survive. And
Yeah.
it's just yeah. It can be a feeling. Of course, there can be a feeling of something sharp or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no escape for anything. Also, people that say you're what a you're so much self-pitying. Bore. No, I don't know. People can say that maybe to me too. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really nice. It's really nice to talk about it in this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's so different because we're so into this is right and this is wrong. That's so strong. And people say, no, it's not about right and wrong. But underneath, it's sense there's something wrong about those remarks. Some
Yeah.
feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the freedom. Then there's nothing. Then there's something, and then maybe it's hurting or there's something. Yeah, then that's it. And after a while, it's gone. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the freedom. So it's just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
Great. Great. Thank you. And when there's me, there can be a whole structure and a whole contracted energy about how to deal with people that don't like you or say that's it's a survival system. So there's maybe some behavior and being nice to everybody or anything that can be or anger or whatever there's a survival system going on, and then when then somebody is saying something not nice to you, vroom, immediately that system goes on. And when I was talking about this, that whole survival system is lost. So there can still be people saying, oh, you're that you're having self-pity or whatever they say, but there's no escape for anything what happens. So the survival system is lost. That's the fear, because there's no control and there's not being safe about and knowing what to do when people do that, or how to deal with all that. It's lost. So it's no escape from anything. So that can be the fear, because there's built, you could say in the story, there's built a whole construct about how to deal with people that are not nice or how to do that. That's what you are, what you seems to be, like your existence. That costs a lot of energy, but it feels like, oh, that's how I survive and how I control the things. And when they're talking about this, that whole control, that whole survival system is lost. So a lot of people think, oh, I want that, but it's the other side. You could say it's not the other side, but it's not only the freedom is that it's everything and there's no escape. It's everything. But it doesn't mean that what also is lost is the feeling like this is awful and this is nice. There's always looking at it and this is nice and how does it feel? No. And then that's lost too. So it's what it is. There's no, it's even not being able to look at it and label it. It's what it is. So that's the feeling, and it's going, yeah, it's there till it's not there anymore or something. How do you say that? Yeah. Like little children, they don't do anything with, they don't take it home, what we said, like that. Oh, there's a chat. You say that nothing exists outside of that. The contracted energy in the body, what is the cause of being the individual, is also that, isn't it? It would be somehow a release to be sure in it. But contracted energy is, yeah, it's not contracted energy, is it? It's when there's when there's a tension, then there's tension. Contracted energy is already a little bit maybe a story. We can talk about that because then it's about a little bit about explaining. Well, in a way, it's just a tension somewhere. It's not even in the body, and that's it. It's so simple and you can't even name it. So it's, of course, it's everything. It's nothing. It's nothing outside of that. I wouldn't say that. It's that or this. It's that. That's it. It's not the contracted energy in the body. What is the cause of being the individual? It's not a cause. There's no cause. There can be a there can be tension, but it has nothing to do with being an individual. There can be thoughts about I'm here, then that's what's happening. There can be beliefs, but beliefs are not real. Nothing is real. This is crazy. You think you understand, and then bang, there's something else, and then it's out of hand. That's it. There's no cause of anything. Cause means two. This is because of that. No. There's already no individual, but there can be a belief, an embodied belief that I'm here and this is my body and all that. Doesn't mean it's real. They can be saying, like somebody is saying, I use this, the contracted energy is meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Yeah, of course. So when there's a story, there seems to be meaning in it. That's me having meaning and saying this is that and I should do that and all that. Me is the story. And in the story, there's meaning and time, development and all that. Importance. It's a dream. It's not real. Nothing is real. It's an appearance of maybe thoughts, chairs. That's it. Nothing is happening. There seems to be circumstances that real and happening to you. You're in that, in living in that house and in that world, all that. Nothing is real. That's amazing. It's an appearance. Nothing is happening. Even the body isn't real. That you don't need to see that or to believe that or things like that. No. Maybe suddenly it's like, oh, oh yeah, something like that. But that's it. Doesn't mean you're all day thinking about that and saying that to people. No. It's just like, oh yeah. And then just living that. Can't be explained how that works, how that goes. And when that's suddenly like that, it's very clear. And that moment, it can't even explain it. No. It's not sure. I'm not sure. It's not a knowing. No. Nothing is sure or unsure. There's no truth or something. It's what it is. And when that whole thing is lost, that all that being busy with two things, I'm so insecure, or people are like, I'm never insecure, or all that just lost. It's not about sure or not sure, or beautiful or ugly, or single or married, or all that is lost. It's about what is, and that's not noticed all the time. It's just that. Very simple, ordinary walking thoughts can happen. Another chat. Don't you prefer to be surrounded with beautiful things or to see beautiful things than ugly things? I'm not busy with that. Oh, I don't know. No. It's what's happening. So there's nothing busy with, what do I want today? I want to thinking about that. Maybe there's something about, the sun is shining, so maybe I'm going to sit outside, but then that's gone. And then maybe there's something else going on or not. Something, yeah. I don't know. But it's not busy with ugly or beautiful. There can be suddenly a flower like, oh wow, but it's also like there's some garbage on the floor, and then suddenly like the way it's been there, it's can be also like that. So, or something like the smell, like, oh my god, it's just like, yeah, just normal. That's it. It's very strange because we're so used to this is nice and this is awful and I want to feel good and all that. And then suddenly that's whole like nice and ugly and awful, it's just not there. You can't even imagine how that is. Doesn't mean there can be like, oh, or ah God, or anything. But and then it's gone. But it has no meaning at all. There's no one. When there's someone, then it's important, then it's nice or beautiful or all that. When it's so obvious, it's not even in the mind obvious, but it's yeah, there's nothing going on about me. So then it's like an animal. It's not busy with this. There can be some preferences, but it doesn't mean it will happen. But there can be preference for coffee or tea or biking or walking or I don't know, something like that. Doesn't mean it will always go like that, but can be like that. But no meaning in that. No importance also. When there's me, everything is important because it wants to feel good. So when there's going somewhere, you go there because you want to feel good, and you think if I go there, then that's what will happen. It'll feel a good feeling. And when it's raining, I'm not going outside because that's awful. Or yeah, it's that's lost. Doesn't mean it's impossible to describe, but it's nothing is important anymore. That's crazy, but it's very normal also. Nothing missing with it. So how can you say it? But there's no Rose also. We're always thinking about, oh, how does Rose that do, or somebody else? There's no Rose. That's lost. And there's energy. So there can be feelings, there can be thoughts. It's energetic. Has nothing has anything to do with me or you. That's such an embodied belief that that's happening to you, and you are deciding what's going on. It's energy, so there can be feelings. It's not my feeling, it's happening in the room. And nothing is real, it's an appearance. So it doesn't mean you're all the time like, oh, it's an appearance, so it doesn't matter. No, that's a construct, it's a concept. There's no one. So this is nothing speaking. That's another chat. Doesn't it has really nothing to do with patterns of the brain? Yesterday it was my birthday and I asked my mother to iron my clothes. There were thoughts about feeling guilty, and my sister had no problem with it at all. After I saw that my sister didn't have problem with it, I also had no problem with it. There, there can be patterns, but so what? It's not, there's no one, so no patterns, your patterns. There can be patterns in the kind of behavior, yeah. So that's it. Doesn't mean when there's no me, there are no patterns anymore. Patterns are sometimes so embodied and then they go on, but they're meaningless. Then there's behaving in that way, yeah. Yeah. Or thoughts are coming. Yeah, coming. Thoughts are there. How do you say it? Nothing matters. That's crazy because in the story, everything matters. It's everything is about you and not wanting something that doesn't feel good, or you want to feel free, or whatever, happy. Everything is about you. This is not talking to you. This is not seeing anyone. It's what it is. That's it. And you or me always wants something for itself, for feeling better, or how can I deal with that, or what can I do, or oh, what is the best, or maybe that's saying this, or oh, how can I deal with that. It's all the time it's busy with you or with me trying to deal with what's going on in the world, or what other people are doing to you or anything. There are no other people. There's no one inside. There's just bodies and it's an appearance. So nothing is happening. Only an appearance is happening. Patterns, tables. Yeah. This is not about right and wrong. It's everything. It's everything. That's the amazing thing. It's everything. Even patterns. Yeah, of course. Another chat. I think a lot has to do with being good enough, and it's already good. No, it's not already good. It's what it is. That's something else. We're always busy with it's not good enough, and it's always something else. You're standing in the wrong queue, like that. It's always something like that. That's just standing. It's not good or wrong. It's standing. Or sweets. I don't know. Yeah. This is not about saying to yourself, I'm okay, or this is okay, or something like that. That makes it, then that what's happening. And on top of that, there's a saying like, this is okay. That's what me does. And it's trying, that's the only thing what me or you can, when there's that feeling, that embodied feeling of there's someone, there's always trying to find the best way. So it's looking at it, and already there's something else, and trying to see what's good. The only thing that's me. It can't be different. So you can't look for not doing that. It's no. This is about loss, so you can't find it. That's awful, because me wants to do something or not to do. And then this is out of hands. You can't grasp it, you can't make it happen or something like that. No. You don't need to, because it's everything, but that's even more impossible to see that. It's not even to see that, because you don't need to see it even. Because seeing that is also a way of, on top of it, seeing that it's everything. It's not a seeing, it is everything. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, there's another chat. I know what you will say, but anyway, so we have to undergo our destiny. Nothing to do about it. No, there's no destiny. There's no us. That's what's happening. So there's no destiny. It's what's happening. And there's no story in that. We think, I'm in that story of my house. I am always struggling with money, all that, what is going on in my life and circumstances. It's much more simple. It's sitting, a chair, it's a table. There's no story. There's no story. It's just what is. Maybe a feeling somewhere not for you or inside. It's just a feeling or thoughts, maybe. It's that. For no reason, just that. And then a flower or you don't need to see it like, oh, now I see this, now I see that, now I see. It's how it goes. That's it.
Hi, Rose.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, hi. A couple of days ago, I was listening to a recording from someone, Non Duality, and something shifted from having the concept of me not being able to get rid of me, which was a concept for a time, to all of a sudden a shift like, oh, wait a minute, like it hit me, like a realization that is the case. And it feels like somewhere a bottom fell out or something. Like I'm in a sort of a free fall, like, okay, this is it. And it's really a bit unsettling, a bit, it's like there was the realization that none of the concepts, none of the words, none of the understanding will ever get me there.
Yeah.
And it leaves me empty-handed, which is not really a bad thing. Yeah. It's like I'm also so exhausted from all the ideas that I have about my life and about the world and about everything that's going on. Yeah, total exhaustion, really. Yeah. So I don't really have a question about it. Yeah. If I didn't know what was going on, it would be a bit scary, but it isn't.
Maybe it's new.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And the sense of self is still there. That's not gone, but something is, I don't know. It's like I've been seeking like an idiot for the past few months and reading and listening and doing all that. And it's all of a sudden it feels like it's all slipping away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You're left with nothing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was Richard Sylvester who said hopeless, helpless, meaningless. And I thought, yeah. I've heard those words 100 times before. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden it's, oh my God. It really is
Yeah. That can happen.
and I
Yeah,
am
sure.
helpless because, and everything is meaningless. It's like it sort of hit me like a brick. It's
Yeah.
no longer just a concept.
Yeah. I can hear that. Yeah.
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 Well, yeah. It's
And it
like I'm
can be.
losing. losing everything, but it's not really a bad thing. It's a bit scary.
Yeah, and it can be a loss of a lot of concepts, and suddenly like, oh my God. And then,
Yes.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
What to say?
What to say? It's just the next moment with the next
Yeah.
thing. It's like all
Yeah.
the struggles of the last years and months. It's sort of they're falling away.
Well, when that's happening, that there's trying to name it, to trying to, what is going on here? That
Yeah.
thing. You don't
Yeah.
know. Doesn't matter. You don't
No,
need
it
to
doesn't
know
matter.
what's going on. You
No.
don't need to know what it was or what fell away or anything.
No.
There's something empty or something, and then for the rest you don't know. Yeah.
No. 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 I always thought that it's the most scary thing of
Hmm.
all, but it really isn't.
No. Yeah.
It's a bit unsettling, but yeah. Yeah. So, well,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah. Thank you. And it's like it's when there's a holding on to things, and it suddenly it doesn't work anymore, or it doesn't.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
it's a bit like your how do you say, your there's the balance isn't like, oh my God, oh what?
Yes.
And then after a while it's just get used to it, or it's normal again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah.
I don't know what is normal, but you get used to it. It's just, so it's new. Everything what's new, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? And you try to think about what is going on, what was it, of what did happen. You don't
Yeah.
need to. Yeah, when
No.
that's going on, then that's the way it normally goes. That you want to know, like, oh, that was like that, or no, it's empty. Then suddenly, and then I don't know. Maybe there's
Yeah.
something else going on next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Mm. There's a chat. Thanks. Tony says we don't need to earn money, and Richard Sylvester says we do. Where does there's no we? So what's the point? Earning money can happen or not. It's a story, and there seems to be, it's an appearance of circumstances. So there's no we. So there can be money or no money. That's the story. Yeah. Can be an issue, like earning money is really important. It's about surviving. So most of the time it's really important to have money, enough money, or a lot of money. And then suddenly it's no issue. It's, there can be coins or a number on your account, or nothing being busy with that. There's no me, there's no you, so there's also no Roes and no life of Roes. So where is that earning money? There's no Roes, so what? Everything is an appearance, so there can be an appearance of money, a lot of money, a lot of people donating me. No, it's just money. Yeah, and in chairs. What is the difference? There's no need to survive. It's this, and it's an appearance. Nothing is happening. So There's no need for anything. How can it be if there's no one? There's no me, there's no you. Everything is an appearance. Where's the need to earn money? It's just a story. Can be in the story, it seems like there's something going on. It's a story of me. There's no one. There's no you. That's another question. Do you think that sometimes the seeker doesn't actually want to wake up and perversely enjoys continuing the search? I think not sometimes. I think most of the times the seeker doesn't want to wake up. No, because it doesn't want to lose itself. It wants a better life. Most of the time, you want a better life. You want something more freedom, no problems or whatever. This is about the loss of everything. It's a killer. It's about death. No, you don't want that. The seeker doesn't want that. Wants something for himself, herself. It's hearing like, oh, I can use this. Maybe those words are more interesting. Oh, that's nice. It's something like I can use this, or maybe I can use that. That's it. Well, so what? That's all. It's always about that. You don't want that. You, me, doesn't want to hear this. It's the end of me. There's nothing in it for me here. It's the end of everything. It's the end of the search. The end of existing. There's no Roes. There's nothing going on. There can be feelings or maybe a body appearing. Yeah, that's it. So. Oh, ik doe het wel, anders wordt het zo gedoe. Sorry, I have to do something for John. Wait. Okay, I did. Oh.
Thanks.
Okay. I did say I don't want to do it, but it didn't work. Me wants to have problems. Not really, but in a way, then it can go on. It wants to go on. That's me. It's a survival thing. So it wants to go on. And it tries to seek help of anything. And it tries everything. And maybe now it's here in these meetings about non-duality. And there's still a search going on, like, what can there be to help me to find freedom? It doesn't hear it's already freedom. I doesn't want to hear this is already freedom. This is already it. It wants something else. That's me. Me is that, wanting something else. Can't be this, but how can I find it? No, there's nothing to find. There's no hope of finding anything. It's this already. There's no hope, no development. No, it's this already. It's what is happening, apparently happening. What's happening? Moving the hand, thinking. Sorry. Oh, there's another chat. Random thoughts can appear to sway the person from good states to bad, feeling great about life and the world, to feeling like everything a mess. It can feel turbulent, but this is just what's happening. And it's not for the person, the feelings are not for you or your feelings, or it's happening in space. It has nothing to do with you. Life doesn't see you or me. It's just feelings, it's energetic. So it can be this feeling or no feeling or choo, or just woo. Circumstances can be like this or like that. Not for you. Nothing is for you. It's just what's apparently is happening. The street. There's no individual. And there seems to be an individual, there seems to be my life and all the things going on, the whole story about how to live my life and all that. Looking for solutions. And there's something when there's an individual or a person or this is my life, there's in that, is there something not right? There's something missing. It's always next or on another place, or I would love to be there. Oh, I don't know. You see, or comparing with other, and it's always something else. That's part of that whole me construct, that survival system is looking for something else. And it's this. We can't find it because it's the looking is it. You can't even understand. You can maybe understand, but then still the looking is going. It's still going. It's energetic. Another chat. Last night I was laying in bed thinking about an apocalyptic future, and then I realized that there's no future. Just thought about it going around. Yeah, yeah, it can be thinking. Thoughts can about anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's this. It's this already. It's when there's closing the computer, it's the movement is it. Maybe their thoughts, then that's it. The walking is it. It's already that. There's no need to look for anything. There's no need to remember words that I said here. There's no need for that. It's already what's going on, moving your hand. Not your hand. A hand is moving. And a thought, maybe it's my hand. Then there's a thought, it's my hand. So that's it. It's everything. It can't not be not it. It's everything. That's the freedom. It's already that. There's no need for looking. And when there's a looking, then those thoughts are there, or the pushing a link. Then that's what's happening. Sitting in a meeting, then that's what's happening. That's it already. There's no need to understand or do something. It's already that. It's the way the face is looking. The face is that. That's it. No good, no bad or things. It's what it is. And when there are thoughts like, yeah, but this is not good, then those thoughts are there. Then that's it. You can't miss it. It's everything already. Not for you, not for me, there's no you, there's no me. It's already empty. Everything is empty. There's nothing happening. And the only thing that's happening is an appearance. That's everything. And it's everything. Chairs, bodies, thoughts, closing the computer. That's it. Sitting already. Thank you.
Thank you, Roes.
Thank you, Roes.
Thank you.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye.